Activists have not had an easy time within the video game industry. Whenever they're putting out pieces of propaganda, gamers call them out and we are willing to boycott them and speak with our wallets, and they never take this well. But now, with the whole entire Take Us North situation blowing up and these individuals cannot stand the heat that they are receiving, they are running and hiding, privating their web pages, privating their social medias, and straight up deleting X accounts. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, over the past couple of days, I think we've all been talking about Take Us North, and I did another video on it that will be linked down below in case you don't know about the situation. But to basically sum it up, the survival narrative game from Anima Interactive isn't just a fringe indie darling. It's not even simply a woke project that slipped through the cracks of corporate funding. It is a product of a carefully constructed pipeline linking Microsoft, Wings Interactive, Sweet Baby Inc., and even the United Nations. Now, it is a game where you basically guide migrants illegally across the United States and Mexico border, and really they're claiming it's a tool for empathy, but we know that it is just propaganda. They are sitting here trying to infiltrate the video game industry with pieces of politically motivated content instead of just sitting down and going, you know what, we need to create real, fun, unique content that people are actually going to want to consume. These people try time and time and time again to shove a game like this in our faces, and it never really works. They constantly think that the Dustborns are going to turn out well for them, and they don't. Even the modern audience that they're trying to sell a product like this to never shows up to support them, but now they're all going completely private. We have the Anima Creates webpage going down, their X account going down, Carla Ray's X account going down, and of course the Gamescom Congress video was privated. So let's just start with this now. Anima Interactive is the developer, and on X their handle was Anima Creates. As you can see from the quick Google search, we are a new socially conscious interactive media studio that blends art and technology to craft experiences that ignite positive cultural impact. So this page was up until very recently, but when you click it, it leads you to this account that says it does not exist. So they took that down, trying to cover their tracks. Carla Ray's a figure we've been talking a lot about because not only is she an individual at Anima Creates, but an advisor at Wings Fund Me and a WEF global shaper. She also deleted her X account, which is so funny to me because it's like these people believe that if they run and hide, gamers will forget about them or will stop looking into them, and they really must have a lot to hide if this is their initial reaction. Asmongold had reacted to the Gamescom Congress clip, and then within 24 hours all of this started to happen. More content creators were talking about it, people were reposting it on social media, and they really have tried to very quickly cover their tracks. Now, we know that this is just these activists' mentality. Even Kim Belair has said that. When Sweet Baby Inc. started to get a lot of attention, she said that she was unhappy because she wanted them to be able to operate in the shadows. They don't want a lot of attention being brought to them and their projects. They don't want people to be questioning what they're actually doing in this industry because then they'd face significantly less pushback, and they don't want to have to face any barriers between, them and really their paycheck, because that's all these people really care about. They're grifters through and through, like the women that were part of Gamergate 1, like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn. They don't actually care about video games or the state of this industry. They just care about making a quick bit of cash. Here's the Gamescom Congress 2025 video that was also made private on the Gamescom webpage. Have they made a statement about this? Nope. And now if you go to Anima Interactive's webpage, they have privated it. It says this site is currently private. If you're the owner or contributor, log in. Very similar to Sweet Baby Inc. actually, because what SBI did was they had basically erased their webpage. Of course, we had archives of it already, but they thought by removing their partner pages and their product pages for the games they worked on, that would mean that they would be able to have less attention being put on them, but really it just makes people look even harder. You're trying, right, to hide yourself, but you're just causing the Streisand effect to occur because now people are wondering, yeah, what are they actually trying to hide? But none of this, of course, is a good look for them or for even Carla Ray's. Carla, though, has more on the line, it seems, because she had posted in the past that she was a product manager at Square Enix, and she could speak about breaking into the games industry via D&I initiatives and support groups, paying back and forward to underrepresented communities, and tackling representation in games and reflecting the diversity of your audience. And I say this all the time, diversity is amazing when it is done naturally, when somebody goes into it saying, I just want to write this story, I don't want to have this type of person in it, whether it's the color of their skin or their gender or their culture, whatever it might be. That is phenomenal. But people like this only have positions at companies because they truly believe in the message that a company is trying to push, and they are willing to do this company's dirty work. But continuing forward, Carla Ray has a very suspicious history when it comes to her employers, because we of course are seeing MasterCard and Visa going after adult NSFW content, and while she was never the top of the food chain at Visa, she was a project manager, a senior business associate. She did things like project strategy, loyalty and offerings, financial institution sales, global product and digital solutions, and innovation and strategic partnerships. So very curious to see all of this censorship being pushed into the video game industry. And now somebody who's worked at Visa is also in the video game industry. This is also probably another tie she didn't want to be brought up a lot. And of course, she is a WEF global shaper. So of course, they are ultimately the ones behind this. And this whole entire Take Us North situation has blown up. And there are so many people fighting back against this game, in quotes. You can't even really call it a game. It's a interactive piece of propaganda, but also the individuals who truly believe that running and hiding is going to work in their favor. So here is my thread on it, and there are tons of comments saying people want to pretend like this is a nothing burger. Nothing burgers don't try to cover up like this. I 100% agree. I think they understand that no one wants their propaganda because that's exactly what their game is. Gamers are tired of this garbage. We just want fun games to play, not preachy diatribes like this slop. Wait, Anima told us they were a socially conscious studio believing in the immense untapped opportunity for interactive media to ignite positive cultural and social change. The project is very personal to many on the team members. What happened to those convictions? Yeah, they're thrown out the window. Good commies should always be afraid. Who's afraid? Who did these accounts belong to? And obviously, that's the point of this video. A lot of people did comment like other threads. Looks to me like they were forced to cross the border back to freaking reality. This wasn't a game, never was a game. It was meant to be a subversive tool, nothing more. Unfortunately, it got called out, as they should be. Hopefully, this game never sees the light of day. And hey, I think that developers can create games like this. Even if they're piles of trash, they're not going to sell. The Dustborns, Concords, Flintlock, Sieges of Dawn, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. These developers can make these games, and we are allowed to boycott them and roast the shit out of them on social media. So yeah, I'll definitely be keeping my eye on this situation going forward, but these people are very afraid, and by running and hiding, it just goes to show that they have more to hide than we even have figured out at this point. So I'll be looking into the situation and these people more for sure, but for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.